Sometimes a place calls to you before you even arrive. It's a gentle tug at your heart, a sense of anticipation that grows with every passing day. You find yourself daydreaming about distant shores, imagining the feel of warm sand beneath your feet and the sound of waves echoing in your mind. For me, that place was Krabi, its name a whisper on the wind, promising adventure and serenity. Even before I set foot there, I felt its pull, as if the land itself was inviting me to discover its secrets. I'd seen the photos, limestone cliffs rising dramatically over turquoise waters, landscapes that seemed almost too beautiful to be real. But I wanted more than just images. I wanted to feel the sun on my skin, to breathe in the scent of salt and frangipani, to listen to the music of the waves and see if the magic was real for myself. The names, Krabi, Phi Phi, sounded like a spell, drawing me to the Andaman Sea. Each syllable promised new stories, new memories waiting to be made. I imagined gliding across the water, afternoons spent on powdery sand, the sun painting golden patterns on my skin. I pictured myself letting go of the world I knew, surrendering to the slow rhythm of island life, and finding peace in the simplest moments. My bags were packed with light clothes, a camera for memories, and a journal for thoughts I hoped to capture along the way. And most importantly, I carried a heart full of hope, ready for whatever surprises awaited me. I carried wonder, ready to be surprised and changed by the journey ahead, open to every new experience. This journey was a chance to reconnect with nature's beauty, to find inspiration in the wild places and quiet moments, and to let go of plans, to embrace the unknown, and to trust the adventure as it unfolded. My adventure began not at the airport, but with that first whisper of a name, a promise of something extraordinary. Now the time for dreaming was over. It was time to live it, to step into the story I'd imagined for so long. I was on my way to the legendary landscapes of Krabi and the Phi Phi Islands, ready to see them with my own eyes. I wanted to walk those beaches, swim those waters, and let the Andaman breeze carry away the weight of everyday life. And I longed to meet the people who call this paradise home, to hear their stories and share in their joy. Come along with me on this journey, and let's discover the magic of the Andaman together. Descending through clouds, Krabi appeared, a tapestry of emerald jungle and turquoise sea, punctuated by ancient limestone karsts. The landscape felt primeval, as if I'd traveled back in time. Stepping off the plain, the humid air wrapped around me, thick with the scent of earth and flowers. The city's frantic pace was gone, replaced by a gentle, relaxed rhythm. Even the airport felt calm, with warm smiles everywhere. The drive to my hotel revealed rubber plantations, colorful villages, and endless palms. My hotel was simple and lovely, tucked away from the bustle. The owner greeted me with chilled lemongrass tea, a sweet, refreshing welcome. From my balcony I saw coconut palms and heard distant birds. Peace washed over me. I had arrived. The stress of daily life melted away, replaced by quiet joy and discovery. That evening I listened to the symphony of crickets, geckos, and rustling leaves. The sky, free from city lights, glittered with stars. I felt a million miles from home, yet completely at peace. My adventure had truly begun. Morning at Ao Nang Beach was a revelation. Golden sunlight, soft sand, and a sea painted in every shade of blue. Islands stood like sentinels on the horizon, and the beach buzzed with gentle energy. Families played, couples strolled, and long-tail boats bobbed in the water, their engines a rhythmic soundtrack. I found shade under a tree, dug my toes into the sand, and watched the world drift by. A vendor passed with fresh coconuts, a dog wagged by, and time seemed to slow. There was no rush, just simple joy and quiet contemplation. As afternoon faded, the sky transformed into a canvas of pink, orange, and lavender. The sunset was a masterpiece, reflected in the sea. Everyone paused to watch, sharing a moment of awe. As the last light dipped below the horizon, I felt deep gratitude for this beauty. The sounds, sights, and spirit of Ao Nang were pure paradise. Here I was content to simply be. The beach had its own symphony and I was part of it. This was the sound of paradise. The day had come to venture out to the legendary Phi Phi Islands. I boarded a brightly painted longtail boat, my guide Bao at the helm. We sped across turquoise water, wind in my hair, leaving the mainland behind. Towering limestone cliffs rose from the sea, draped in green like ancient cathedrals. Birds circled above, their calls echoing across the water. Bao pointed out rock formations, some like animals, others like faces. We passed hidden lagoons and secret beaches, untouched and perfect. In a quiet cove, Bow cut the engine. Silence settled, broken only by gentle waves and distant jungle calls. I felt small in this vast, majestic seascape. After an hour, new islands appeared, larger, more dramatic. "Phi Phi," Bow announced, grinning. My heart leapt as we approached the famous archipelago. The water turned a vibrant emerald, beaches and palms coming into view. I was about to set foot on one of the world's most iconic islands. Our boat glided into Tansai Bay on Phi Phi Dawn, a double crescent of sand alive with vibrant energy. Boats filled the bay, and the village bustled with life. No cars, just sandy paths and bicycles. I stepped onto warm sand, greeted by a jumble of guest houses, shops, and open-air restaurants. Aromas of garlic, mango sticky rice, and sea air mingled in the breeze. Prayer flags fluttered, bougainvillea spilled over fences, and the island's bohemian spirit was everywhere. I wandered winding paths, browsed handmade jewelry, and sipped a fruit shake at a cafe, watching life flow by. The mix of travelers and locals created a unique, welcoming community. Later, I hiked to the Phi Phi viewpoint, the climb steep, the reward staggering. From above, the twin bays curved like pincers, water dazzling in blues and greens. The view took my breath away, imprinting itself on my memory. As the sun set, I stood mesmerized, grateful for this pocket of joy. Maya Bay held a special mystique, a symbol of paradise made famous by film. For years, I'd seen its image on postcards and screens, always wondering if such beauty could truly exist. The anticipation built as our boat cut through the early morning mist, the world still quiet and untouched. I worried reality might disappoint, but arriving early with Bow, I found pure magic. The first steps onto the powdery sand felt surreal, as if I'd stepped into a dream I'd had 100 times before. The bay was enclosed by towering cliffs, a secret world of white sand and glowing turquoise water. The cliffs rose like ancient guardians, sheltering the bay from the outside world, making it feel like a hidden sanctuary. In the quiet morning, only a few boats shared the silence, broken by gentle waves and birdsong. The air was fresh, tinged with salt and the promise of adventure, and every sound seemed amplified in the stillness. I slipped into the warm water, waded ashore and felt the scale of the cliffs, nature's cathedral. The water was so clear I could see tiny fish darting around my feet, and the sand felt cool and soft beneath my toes. Sitting on the sand, I breathed in the peace and beauty, knowing I'd remember this forever. Time seemed to slow, and for a moment it felt like the world belonged only to us. As more boats arrived, the spell broke, but the magic lingered. Even as the beach filled with laughter and footsteps, the sense of wonder remained. I swam with colorful fish, laughing as they nibbled at my ankles. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and every moment felt like a scene from a storybook. Leaving was hard. I kept looking back, trying to capture the moment. I wanted to hold on to the feeling, to take a piece of Maya Bay with me. Maya Bay surpassed every expectation, a place that touches your soul. It's the kind of beauty that makes you pause, grateful just to witness it. It's a reminder of the breathtaking beauty our planet holds. Places like this inspire us to protect and cherish the natural wonders we're lucky enough to experience. The legend was real, and I was lucky to witness it. I felt a deep sense of gratitude for this moment, for the chance to see a dream come to life. Some places live up to the dream, this one exceeded it. Maya Bay will always be a place I carry in my heart. I left with a heart full of wonder, knowing I'd return to this memory whenever I needed to believe in magic again. Thailand is a feast for the senses, and the food in Krabi and the islands was an adventure of its own. Aromas of lemongrass, chili, coconut, and jasmine rice filled the air, making every step a temptation. Mornings began with fresh tropical fruit, mango, pineapple, dragon fruit. Lunch was often pad thai or fragrant green curry, bursting with flavor. Night markets came alive with sizzling skewers, stir-fried seafood, and spicy papaya salad. I tried everything: crispy spring rolls, fish cakes, and the heavenly mango sticky rice. Each meal was a story of land and sea, prepared with care and pride. Sharing food felt communal, a way to connect with local culture. The abundance of fresh ingredients and bold flavors spoke of a deep love for cooking. The food was more than sustenance. It was a memory to savor. Every bite was a celebration of Thailand's spirit. The flavors lingered long after the journey ended. Beyond the landscapes and food, it was the people who made my journey unforgettable. Thai smiles are legendary, genuine, warm, and welcoming. Every encounter, from my hotel host to Bao, was filled with kindness and grace. Lost in Phi Phi's lanes, a shopkeeper guided me back, asking nothing in return but offering a brilliant smile. I saw boatmen helping each other, vendors sharing food, families playing together. The wide greeting, palms pressed, a gentle bow, captured the spirit of respect and humility. I felt not like a tourist but an honored guest. These small moments of connection are the true souvenirs of travel. The beauty of Krabi and Phi Phi is undeniable, but it's the warmth of the people that makes it magical. Their kindness is as deep as the Andaman Sea. On my last evening I found myself drawn to Aonang Beach for one final sunset, a fiery farewell from this land of wonders. The sky blazed with color, painting the sea in gold and crimson, as if nature itself was bidding me goodbye. As the sky faded to a deep purple and the first stars began to twinkle above the limestone cliffs, I reflected on all I'd discovered: beauty in the dramatic cliffs and crystal waters, joy in every shared meal and burst of laughter, and a quiet kindness in every smile I met along the way. This journey was everything I'd hoped for and so much more, a reminder of the simple things that bring us joy, and the unexpected moments that make travel unforgettable. The magic of Krabi and Phi Phi is real, a gentle presence that lingers in your heart long after you leave. It's in the hush of the waves, the warmth of the sun, and the spirit of adventure that fills the air. Packing to leave was bittersweet. Part of me wanted to stay forever, to keep exploring every hidden cove and secret path, but I knew it was time to say goodbye, at least for now. I carried home more than souvenirs. I carried memories. Maya Bay at dawn, the taste of mango sticky rice, laughter echoing on the beach, and the gentle rhythm of island life. These are the true treasures of travel, shaping and enriching our lives in ways we never expect, reminding us of the world's beauty, and the connections we make along the way. So, farewell for now to the islands of the Andaman Sea, their stories and colors etched in my memory. This isn't goodbye, but a promise to return. There's still so much more to explore, more smiles to share, and new adventures waiting just beyond the horizon. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, for sharing in these moments and memories. I hope this journey brought a little sunshine and inspiration to your day, and maybe sparked a dream for your own travels. The world is a vast, wonderful book. Let's turn the next page together. Until our next journey, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and never stop seeking the magic that's out there.